Hi everyone, Kim here for Treasure League Kit Club. What I've got for you today is a video using our September mixed media kit. This is what I created with it, and this video shows you how I created it. So if you want to see how I created this piece, let's just get started. I will link above our kits for the month of September if you have not seen this kit. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this project. Alright, so we're going to get started. These are the pieces that we're going to work with first. I'm going to take the crackle paste and I'm going to take the frame, and I want to add some crackle paste to that. So I'm going to take my brush. And the way that I like to add crackle paste is by using this rounded flat brush, and I like to pounce it on, and I like to do it this way because it gives it that uneven textured coat that it needs, and it puts it on a little bit thicker so that I get my nice deep crackles. So we're just going to go ahead and do that first. And I'm doing the big piece first so I can set it aside and let it dry while I work on the other pieces. Because with your crackle, you really don't want to use, this is what we're looking like. And I didn't do the inside of it because that's going to be covered. But we're going to set this aside to let this start drying. And next up we're going to move to the chipboard piece, and I took the smallest circle out of the chipboard that I'm actually going to work with. So I took that out, and I'm just going to take some clear gesso from my stash, and I'm going to use that. Let me take a brush here. Take a medium-sized brush so I can get this covered pretty quick. And again, I'm just going to stamp this on because I'm just trying to get this covered quick. Okay, so now that's covered and it's going to get set aside. And we're going to leave the gesso out because we may be using it again. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our chipboard and we're going to take the rice paper. I trimmed off the white on the sides, and I'm going to cover the canvas with the rice paper, and it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, so I'm just gonna do a little cut here and a cut there. So that's going to get set aside. We'll still have some left to use later on. I'm going to take that, and I'm actually going to trim it just a little bit. So here we are. And I'm going to take our collage medium and one of our little tools that we got, and I'm going to use that to adhere . I'm just going to spread this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to our crackle paste. Oops, dropping stuff. And I'm going to take this kind of around the edges . And so I kind of like that, so we're going to let that dry. Set that aside. In the meantime, we will come back to our circle, our piece of chipboard, because now we know that that is dry, and we're going to start working on that. And we're going to take the Nuvo Mousse that came in the kit, and we're going to take some of that. Now, when I first opened mine, mine was, it wasn't hard, but it wasn't the moussey texture that it normally was. I sprayed in some distilled water and let it sit on top and let it absorb. And now it's kind of back to the texture where I want it to be. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this like a wax on here. And you could actually use your finger if you want it. But just take a little bit less, especially when you're going over the circle pieces. So now I'm going to have to get my brush and push that out of there. Alright, now that's what our circle looks like. And we're going to set that aside. And we're going to go back to our canvas. So we'll be right back with our canvas. Okay, so we're back with our canvas and it's dry, and because of the texture of this crackle paste, what we've got with it drying is some very, very fine crackles, even in the thicker spots. So you aren't going to get the deep crackles in this. And to really showcase these, we're going to work with some of the mist from last month's mixed media kit. That's the August mixed media kit, and if you haven't seen that, I will link it in the cards above. And we're also going to use some Lindy's shaker in antique gold, and this is also from a past mixed media kit. And what I'm going to do is, instead of misting directly onto the project, I'm going to pour it into my little palette here. And same thing with the gold. I'm going to mix that. And now that's the blue. I'm going to rinse this. I'm going to mix my gold. Okay, now I've gone in randomly with the gold, and I like that I could make the gold look like it was part of the actual background. And then I'm going to go back to my mousse again, and again I'm going to use that like a wax and go over some of my edges. Kind of tie that up. Alright, now we're going to set this aside and we're going to work on our frame. No, actually we're going to bring our canvas back, and what I want to do is I want to go ahead and adhere my circle because I know where it's going to go. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down and let it dry while we work on our frame. So now it's time to work on our frame. And we're going to color our frame, and I'm going to go in with the gold. We're going to brush the gold on. I missed just enough to get this the way that I want it. So now that we've got that on there, we're going to dry it. So this is what our frame is looking like. Again, I'm not worried about the inside because that's going to be covered. But we've got all our gold and orange. And so now we're back to our canvas. Okay, now we're going to put our frame onto our canvas, and it's going to go right here, a little bit off the edge. And we're going to use some foam tape to do that. Sit that there. Next up, we're going to get our embellishments ready so we can go ahead and decorate this. Be right back. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish this up. I pulled a few pieces from the ephemera pack, and I dug through my stash of loose flowers and I pulled out some flowers, and we're going to go ahead and finish this up. I'm going to take the collage medium and I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. Actually, first what I want to do is, again, we're going to take some of the Nuvo and just go along the edge a little bit. And then I'm going to take the collage medium. Take a palette knife here. A little bit thicker. There we go. And to tie this a little more together, to bring in a little more of that soft blue, I've got some rhinestones, and these are also from my stash. I love the opportunity to use up some stuff from my stash. And we're just going to place a few rhinestones. I've been trying to use up these little wooden tags that I've got. And let's see if I can find something for this one. But this is going to be our little final project from our mixed media kit. And this kit can be found on our website at www.trejoliekits.com. It's our September mixed media kit. It sells for $47. That includes US shipping. And thank you for coming by to go through this project with me. We try and do our mixed media kit with a video every month. And so, like I said, this has been for September, and the purpose of our mixed media kit is to help you build your medium stash. As you see, I went back and pulled mediums from several different kits to use to build this project along with the current kit. But it is a standalone kit. You get the project and you can use your mediums right away. So make sure you check out some of our past kits. Again, the website is www.treasurelykits.com. And this has been Kim. So thanks for watching. Bye.